2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. We welcome you to Noche NBA here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. And now the Lakers starting group. Rui Hachimura out there with James. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Hayes. And it's Reeves in at the 2 spot. And for Chicago, Vucevic is the pivot. Williams is in the other post spot. Ball out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 slot. Well, Greg, both of these teams love to push the pace. Think we're in for a high-speed game?
That's a safe assumption, yeah. But that'll also make this a serious test of stamina. It'll be hard for them to outrun each other all night long.
Now, here's Doncic. Buries it down low.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
Doncic against Ball. Pass to Giddey. Knocked loose. Doncic against Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Giddey. Left side, Williams. Over James. Williams can't get it to go. Here's Reeves, and he drives in.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Outside, Ball. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. We've got Williams. Kobe White is out there with Trey Jones. Then there's Talen Horton Tucker. And it's Collins in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when it comes to Kobe White, a young guard who shoots with assertiveness.
Well, he's a guy that knows his role, Greg. And when he's out there, his teammates encourage him to shoot the ball because they know how hot he can get.
The first free throw is good. Richard, if there's an area where the Bulls have struggled, it's on the offensive end.
Kev, you're always such a politician. Look, if you don't have a lot of three-point attempts, a lot of free throw attempts, or offensive rebounds, without those 3 things, it is impossible to hang in there offensively.
And the Lakers making a change here. Goodwin's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Over in the corner, Vincent. Just 5 on the clock. From 11 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. It's a three-point game. That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers ahead. They're up by 3. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They led by 2 after the first. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. What you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the patience, the flow. Very efficient. Valuing possessions is fueling their success right now. This is not a team you want to bet against. At least not tonight.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Their defense has been dismal, allowing their opponent to shoot in the 60s. I'm sure they're getting their earful in the locker room. Amazing they've been able to keep it close. Boy.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Chicago. They trail by 3. Checking out the group now for Darvin Ham to start the second half. We've got Hayes, Hachimura out there with James. Then there's Doncic, and it's Reeves in at the 2. And Giddey gets it to go.
Selfless player. Vucevic finding his man all alone.
Here's James. James crowbars it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Here's Horton Tucker. Offline with the baseline jumper. Lakers leading by 3. Down low, James kicks to Doncic. Shoots the 3. Can't get it to fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Lakers lead by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 3-point lead. Vucevic is out there with Collins. Then it's White. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's Jones in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And stolen by James. Pass to Reeves. Doncic with it. Over Jones. It's in!
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
Chicago calls timeout.
Chicago timeout.
They're trailing by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth.
And only Chicago lovable.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. You wouldn't know they were down from what he was talking about. He was positive with the team. He was calm. He said he wanted to keep them focused. It's a pretty good approach, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking into the game for your Bulls.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that's an intentional foul.
Lonzo Ball.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Substitution on the court.
There's Ball with the 3. That shot off. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this.